Time to get up, lad. Come on, guys, let's go.
They have come from far and wide, all the way from Champlain and Rouse's Point to Plattsburgh tonight, May 8th, for another showdown. Seems every time we see the Beaumont, they're in a showdown. This is the showdown between Beaumont Lanes and Rigsbee's Auction. Rigsbee's formerly known as Hess Gas. This game will be ready to start in just a moment. Looks like the Beaumont's going to be the home team. John Babby's getting the lineups for me. He's down here with his daddy-in-law, Alton Guerin, who was over there a moment ago. It's kind of chilly, folks. I'll probably be getting my winter coat on before the game is too far along. Rigsbee's will be coming to bat in just a moment. Teams are evenly matched. It'll be anybody's game, I'm sure. John Babby just handed me the lineup as best he could get it. This leadoff hitter is Real. I don't have the positions of these guys. He hits the second pitch deep. Back to the wall out there. Looks like Danny Trombley. Going all the way around to third base. And Rigsbee's wasting no time with a leadoff triple in the top of the first inning. A big Thursday night matchup here in Plattsburgh. To bring up Foster. Pete McMillan on the mound for the Beaumont Lanes Club. Game is played 9 o'clock on Thursday, May 8th. Hit high. Left field. Should be Dennis Phillips out there. He grabs it. The throw to the plate. Scores easily. We have a 1-0 game in the top of the first inning with 1 out. A sacrifice fly for Foster. This will bring up another Real. There's 3 Reals listed here, an M, a B, and a J. This is H. Real. Pitch on its way. It's going to be deep. They use the mat here as they do in the Lake Champlain League. So anything that hits the plate or the mat is a strike. Hits sharply to left field for a base hit. Throw comes to second base. Real is on with a single. This will bring up the cleanup man, Cleland. Pitch from McMillan. Swings, hits it to left field, and looks like Rigsbee's has their hitting shoes on. They play at second. Almost. Bird just missing with the tag. Coming up now will be Glenn Fissette.
Come on, Kaden! What do you say, babe?
Pitch is deep. We have runners at first and second with 1 out and 1 run in. Pitch to Cleland. Phillips will get under it. Comes running in, grabs it. Throw will come to third. Saw Phillips back up so he could come charging at the ball, get a better throw off that way. Let's bring up Chris. C-R-I-S-S. Talking to Dick Van Heusen before the game. He says he had a premonition the score was going to be 8-7 in 11 innings. It's a base hit to Phillips. Is going to drive in another run. A throw comes into third. And there'll be runners at first and second with 2 outs. And 2 runs in. Van Heusen said he didn't know who was going to win. All he knew was his premonition said 8, 7, and 11 innings. So we'll see if Dick Van Heusen's premonition is going to come true. This is Jay Royale. He swings, hits it deep. Davison back at the fence, and he grabs it. Reaching up at the fence to make the catch is Jim Davison. That could have been a 3-run shot right there. He ran out of room, just enough room to grab that one. These teams are both fired up. A big grudge match. Gary Boris going to lead things off here. Dennis Phillips is down to the bottom of the lineup. Usually Dennis is the leadoff hitter, but Gary Boris moved into the leadoff spot tonight for the Beaumont Club.
There aren't any bad arms out there.
You'll have to excuse my shivering. I'm going to have to sneak off and get my winter coat in the car as soon as time allows. I believe the pitcher is Danny Caron. Boris looks at strike 2. Pitch on the way. Boris swings, hits it to left field. Left fielder dropped it out there. A break for the Beaumont as Gary Boris, the leadoff hitter, is on. We'll call that a single. This will bring up Randy Davison, shortstop.
Good wheels now! Line drive! Line drive, baby. Hold in before you go in! Who's here? Line the tempo goes that way.
Pitch from Caron. Deep. Ball 1. Second pitch to the left-hander. Strike. 1 ball. No, it's in the ball. It's inside. That'll be 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Jim Davison standing between us and the batter, his brother Randy. Pitch is ball 4. Davison's going to be on. We got Boris at second. Randy Davison at first. And coming to the plate is Jim Davison, a power hitting left-hander. On deck, Dan Phillips. So, Beaumont down 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning, and they're threatening with nobody out. Ball 2 to Jim Davison. Now we got Dan Phillips in our way. Ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Caron 1 ball away from loading the bases. Pitch to Davison. 3-0 pitch is deep for ball 4, so it's going to load him up for the big tree. Dan Phillips.
Guys in the bag! What's the line, guys? No double play!
On the on-deck circle, Dale Cardin. So Beaumont with a big 1, 2, 3 punch. Their 3rd, 4th, and 5th place hitters. In fact, they've got hitting all through this lineup. There's not a weak spot in the Beaumont lineup. So Dan Phillips steps up here with nobody out. The base is loaded. Team down 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch. Swings and chops it to the third baseman. He takes the tag at third. Holds it. They concede the run. We have a 2-1 ball game. This brings up Dale Cardan with runners at first and second with 2 out. One out. Last time we were here, Cardan put one over the fence. Moving into the on-deck circle, Randy Birdman LaBombard. First pitch to Cardan, swings, hits a line shot. It's a fair ball. It's down the right field line. The right fielder bobbles it. Throw's going to come in, and we get another run across the plate. Phillips is on third. And a tie ball game in the bottom of the second inning with runners on second and third, and the Birdman coming to the plate. Randy Bird LaBombard with Dale Cardan with a big double to drive in a run. He puts himself and Dan Phillips in scoring position. Danny Caron on the mound. He played for the Woodmen of the World a number of years back in the Lake Champlain League. LaBombard hits the first pitch. It's going to be deep. That'll score. That scores Phillips easily. Cardan moves up to third base. So LaBombard with a sacrifice fly puts his club ahead. 3-2 here in the first inning. This will bring up Pete McMillan, the pitcher. He can hit it a long ways also. Man on third, a base hit will definitely mean a run here. McMillan hits him a long ways, but high. Let's see what he does here with Dan Trombley on deck. It's a line shot foul. That's strike 2. No ball, 2-strike pitch on its way. Umpire getting the players out of the way. The out of play line is right down there, just to my left. Pitch McMillan, he hits that one, he wasted. That's foul. They've got the foul rule, a new rule in this league. A foul ball on a third strike is an automatic out. So we're going to go to the second inning with the Beaumont leading 3-2 after 1 inning of play. This will be LaValle, the batter for Rigsbee's. Danny Caron moves into the on-deck circle. Valley looks like ball 1. Pitch from McMillan. Swings, hits it to the right side. Bird to Boris. And 1 out. This will bring up Danny Caron, the pitcher. Caron says a little prayer.
Watch the middle, Pete! Come on, Birdman! Like your way!
Hits the first pitch to Birdman again. Bird over to Boris, and he gets away. Out of play. Billy Globe behind the plate tonight. He came over to try to back up, but ball came out of play. Out of play line. You can just barely make it out. This is the second or third game here tonight, so it's kind of faded. I believe this is the third game played here in this field tonight. A lot of rain today too. So this will bring up Facette, Al Facette. Just barely misses. Ball 1. It's the second pitch to Phillips out in left field. Phillips will grab it, throw to third. And Caron will stay at second base. This will bring up Gary Facette. There are 3 Facettes as Alan Cardan jumps in front. Alan doesn't get cable where he lives, so he's Vic Van Heusen reminded me of where Channel 5 was the last time I was here, standing right in front of me as I was trying to tape it. Facette hits it. Birdman knocks it down. A nice play to first, not in time. A nice play. That probably saved the run. Randy LeBombard with a spectacular play, but not quite in time as Gary Facette raced down to beat out the throw. This will bring up Rayel. Mike Rayel. Mark Rayel. First pitch is swung on, popped up. It should be caught. That was Jim Woods that made the catch. And now we'll go to the bottom of the second inning with the score remaining. Beaumont 3, Rigsbee's 2. Trombley going to lead off for the Beaumont here in the second inning. Jim Woods moves into the on-deck area. Pitch comes into Trombley. I'm trying to keep people away from me in the plate area. A lot of tension in this game. Through the third baseman's legs. Lined it right at his ankles. So Dan Trombley with a sharp single to left field. This will bring up Jim Woods.
Come on, Woody!
Bill Glode now moves into the on-deck circle. Nobody out here in the second inning. It's the pitch. Woods swings, foul, just barely foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remember that foul ball rule on the 2-strike count. Foul ball with 2 strikes means an out. 2-2 pitch to Woods. Carrying into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Line shot to shortstop. Shortstop will grab it. Throw to second to 1. They get 1. To bring up Bill Glode.
That's right, Woody! Now we need your legs, Woody!
Glode behind the plate tonight. And Dennis Phillips moves into the on-deck circle. And I have to keep moving here to keep the players in sight. Pitch to Glode. Swings, hits it sharply to shortstop. Another nice grab. Throw to first. Safe at first. 2 nice backhanded grabs there at shortstop. So Dennis Phillips going to step in here, the left-handed hitter. Two outs, runner on first. Pitch is on its way. Looks at strike 1. Second pitch on its way. He runs up on it, hits it sharply in the hole. It's between the first and second. Bill Phillips comes through. Glode standing on second. He reached on a force out. Phillips with a single. They're saying he stepped out of the batter's box. We saw Phillips run up on the pitch. But there's no batter's box in there. It's the umpire's judgment's going to rule, I guess. Beaumont protesting because there's no batter's box. The score is going to remain at 3-2. We're going now quickly to the top of the third inning, and Foster will be the batter. It's agreed by Van Heusen and Cardin. That's Dick and Allen and Al Rose. And Al Rose. Where's Al Rose? I think they're putting words in Al Rose's mouth. Dick Van Heusen and Alan Cardin both say it's a bad call. But I'm not sure what the league bylaws in. I don't know, Lake Champlain League, they took out the front part of the batter's box a couple of years ago. You can run all the way up to the pitcher if you want to and still hit the ball. It's a judgment call, but it's tough. Tough in a big game like this to make a call like that when there's no batter's box in there. So Foster's going to step in here to lead off the third inning. McMillan steps to the pitching rubber. Here comes the pitch. Foster hits it. Shortstop through Davison's legs. Randy Davison didn't quite get down on it. I think some of these Rigsbee's guys just got out of their cage to come down to this game. Looks like they might have to cage a few of these guys up. Like a team full of mad dogs. Let's bring up H. Rael. No Glode adjusting his shoes. This game was played May 8th, Thursday evening. We raced down here after taping the Pro Shop Alberg game at the Beaumont. We got here just before the game started, and John Babby helped us get our lineup. It's 9:35 at the moment as I'm taping this. Game started a little bit after 9. It was scheduled for 9, but started a little bit late. Batter Rael calls timeout. We have nobody out. We have nobody out here. Top of the third inning, a 3-2 score. Beaumont leading. Here's McMillan's pitch. Deep. Next pitch to Rael. He swings and lines it. Nice grab, a beautiful grab by Davison. And a double play. Randy Davison with a spectacular catch. A beautiful grab and a beautiful throw, and Boris had to stretch, and he hung on to it. A double play. A big DP will really pick up the spirits of Beaumont, and it's bound to be a little depressing for the Rigsbee's auction team. This will bring up Cleland. Cleland, the shortstop, we saw him make two nice backhanded grabs. A little bit deep, ball one. 2 outs now on the top of the third inning. Beaumont leading by 1, 3-2. Line shot, that's Cardin. Cardin just sucks it right in. He says that's a piece of cake where I come from. So a fired up Beaumont team will be coming in here to bat in their half of the third inning. Gary Boris, the leadoff hitter. He's going to lead off the third inning up here for the second time in the ball game. Randy Davison to your right in the on-deck circle. Karen's pitch on its way. Strike. A little bit deep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Karen's pitch on its way. Do. Strike 2, the umpire says. Hits it high, should be caught in left field. The fielder grabs it, and we have 1 down in the top of the 3rd. This will bring up Randy Davison. Randy Davison made that spectacular grab and turned it into 2 outs in the top half of this inning. On base and swinging the bat in the on-deck circle is Jim Davison. Swings and hits it into center field. It could drop. No, a nice grab. That held up there. And a nice grab in center field. We've seen some sparkling defense thus far. Seen some miscues too. Looks like the ones they have time to think about, the players are having trouble with the hard shots. They're playing them. Jim Davison walked his first time up there.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hit it good, babe. Anywhere.
A line shot. That's going to be through there for a base hit to right field. Davison with a single. Brings up Tree Phillips.
Anywhere in the park.
And Phillips, he can hit it a mile.
Anywhere in the park. Come on, baby.
And I'm sure he'd love to get a hold of one right now. Dale Cardan moves into the on-deck circle. I'll move over to the left here. They have 2 outs on the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 man on. Pitch to Phillips. Swings at the first pitch. It's a hard shot. Cleland. Good glove at shortstop for the Rigsbees. So we'll go to the top of the 4th now. The score remaining. Beaumont 3, Rigsbee's Auction 2.
Hey, you were up there.
We're taping this game for an 11 o'clock showing on Thursday. Time is 9:40. Pitch to center field, hit the center field. Jim Woods grabs it. Left center. And that'll erase Glenn Fassett. This will bring up Chris. Steve Chris.
Attack it, Steve. Attack it. Come on now.
We have 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. We're going to rerun this game 6 o'clock Friday.
Come on, Black. Want the ball, Black.
Pitch is deep. Pitch to Chris. He swings. High pop up. He hit that a mile. But a mile straight up. Might be ice particles on that one. Cardan makes the grab. That's 2 down. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. And Royale is the batter. Jay Royale. A pitch from McMillan on its way. He's going to look at it for ball 1. He swings, hits a shot to right field. Right fielder Danny Trombley makes the grab. That's going to take us to the bottom of the 4th inning with a score remaining 3-2. 3rd baseman Dale Cardan knocking the dirt from his spikes. You see the frost coming out of the Jim Davison's mouth as he breathes. It's a very cool evening here in May. 9:45 is the time. Excuse me, 9:44. Mad Dog Castine, you can hear him trying to get his team psyched up. Dale Cardan, the batter.
Come on, Black, you're dead in there. Let's go. On DC.
Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny. Hey, babe. Hi, babe.
Now.
Pitch to Cardan. Swings, hits it high. Should be caught. The fielder under it. He grabs it and there's one down. This will bring up Randy LaBombard.
Right, Dale. Come on, Bird.
Not much chatter over here on the Beaumont side. They calm down. Lombard concentrating. Pitch from Karen. Swings, chops it to third base. A long throw to first. He hung on. Nice play by the first baseman. Had to stretch a long ways to hang on to that one, but he did, and he kept his foot on the bag. Well, there's two down. This will bring up Pete McMillan. Two down, 3-2 the score. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Beaumont leading Rigsbee's on a Thursday night showdown. A weak one, foul. McMillan, of course, if you remember, he fouled one off with the 2 strikes on him for an out his last time up. It's it high, should be caught. Left fielder camping under it. He grabs it. Now take us to the top of the 5th inning now. And at the bottom of the order, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th place batters coming up for Rigsbee. Lead things off here in the top of the 5th inning.
Come on, Chico.
And my man John Babby checking the score for me, double checking. 3-2 is the score, and we are in the top of the 5th. And it's the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th place batters coming up. Both teams using the designated hitter, the extra hitter actually, plus the 10-man lineup. Well, 11 hitters for both teams, 22 players involved in the starting lineup for these two clubs. Mellon takes a deep breath and pitches. There's a line shot. Jim Davison with a backhander. We have one down. Let's bring up Danny Karen, the pitcher. Karen with the sign of the cross. That pitch from McMillan. Oh, Karen had me faked out. I was ready to start following the ball. He faked me out. 2 balls and no strikes. Ball 3. 3-0 count. There's a strike. 3-1. He chops it. Davison with a throw to first. Nice play. Nice play. Nice infield here. Very nice infield. Doesn't seem to be too many bad hops in this infield. So Caron is out. Let's bring up Al Facette. And I'm sure they like to get this out here because this would mean the 11th place batter would lead off the next inning. We're in the top of the 5th with 2 down. Beaumont leading by 1. Shot into center field. Gets by Woods. Woods kind of slowed down and out, it looked like. He's going to go to third. I think they're going to hold him. Yes, they're going to hold him at third base. That should have been a single, I believe. I think Jim Woods just took that for granted. At least that was my view from here. Gary Fassett, the 11th place batter, is going to come up here. He's the first baseman.
Want him home, guy. You want him home, guy.
Tying run on third base here in the top of the 5th inning. McMillan adjusts his cap. Steps on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Nope. McMillan stops to check the score. I think he just wanted to check the outs. I think he just wanted to disrupt the batter a little bit, get him off guard, get him off balance a little bit. A line shot, deep. Bird knocks it down to throw to first. In time, yes! Yes, in time, a beautiful play. We've seen some sparklers here from the Beaumont Club. A beautiful play. A fired up Beaumont team. They didn't drive all the way to Plattsburgh to lose. 3-2, we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Beaumont in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Dan Trombley, Jim Woods, Bill Glode, and Dennis Phillips in the hole. And Woods moves into our view. We'll have to move over here to get a different view of Trombley. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Karen's pitch. Hit. Nice play by Cleveland over to first. Cleveland makes the throw. Cleveland covers a lot of ground out there. Plays shortstop deep, but he has a good arm. Bring up Jim Woods. Woods in left center field tonight. Last time we saw him, he was in right field. 1 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch from Caron. Hit high, should be caught in left field. Left fielder drifting back. We have 2 down. Bring up Bill Glode. All the scoring thus far came in the 1st inning. I was worried about getting here in time for the start of this game, and if I didn't get here in time, we're gonna have a pinch hitter here, Guerin.
Lose one.
Art Guerin gonna pinch hit for Bill Glode. With 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So all the runs, like as I said, came in the 1st inning. So I'm glad I got here in time for the start of the game. Otherwise, I'd be showing you a bunch of scoreless innings since then. Guerin stands deep in the batter's box. That's ball 1 from Caron. Danny Caron's second pitch on its way. It's a line shot. It's going to be in there. Second baseman came over a long ways to try to feel that. So Guerin comes through with a pinch hit. This will bring up Dennis Phillips. Phillips asking him to draw the batter's box. Let him know where he can go. Umpire a little reluctant to do that, but if he's going to call somebody for stepping out, he ought to at least know him where, at least let him know where he can go. Phelps runs up, hits it to the right side. Whoa! I was expecting the throw to come to first. They threw to second. Glode, who came in to run for Guerin, who pinched hit for him, was out at second. So we're going to go now to the top of the 6th inning with the score remaining 3-2, just same place it's been since the 1st inning. Mark Riel going to lead off. The 6th inning, he pops it up. Cardan giving chase down the third base side. Phillips also gave chase, picked it up on 1 hop. So it's going to be strike 1. trying to go to opposite field.
Drag bunt, Dale, drag bunt. Come on, back. Hit him up, Pat.
Well, the team leadoff hitter. McMillan steps up to the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's the corner, I believe. No. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look from here, like it hit the corner of the mat. Line shot, it's over. Boris's glove at first base. But Trombley gets it back in a hurry. So they have their leadoff hitter on here in the top of the 6th inning. Stepping to the plate now is Foster. With 1 on and nobody out. Pitch to Foster, swings at the first pitch, hit to left field. Dennis Phillips grabs it. He'll run the ball in and throw it to Davison. Bird gets it, tosses it back to McMillan, and we have 1 down. Let's bring up the 3rd place batter in the lineup, H. Real. Cleanup man on deck. Pitch maybe a little outside, ball 1. Pitch on its way, ball 2. Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. That'll be runners on 1st and 3rd. Woods having trouble out there. There's going to be runners on 2nd and 3rd. Jim Woods couldn't pick it up. Jim Woods, last time we saw him, he was in right field. They moved Danny Trombley over to right field. And Woods has misplayed 2 there in left center. This brings up the cleanup man, Cleland. He's the shortstop. 1 down. Tying run on 3rd. The top of the 6th inning. A potential lead run standing on 2nd base. McMillan. McMillan probably not going to give him much to swing at. This is the cleanup man. This line shot, that's going to be a base hit. They'll score at least 1. Here comes the throw. Cut off by McMillan. They're going to have him dead at the plate. And a run down in it. Globe throws the ball away. That's a lead run. An error on the catcher, Bill Glode. And Cleland is standing at 3rd base. Glenn Fassett. So, Rigsbee has surged ahead here, 4-3. Still only 1 out, I believe, on the top of the 6th inning. 5th place batter is up. Slow on, hit to Cardan. Throw to 1st. He's at him. The runner stays put at 3rd base. They're moving the camera in a hurry. Expecting a possible play at home. The runner stays there. This will bring up Steve Chris. Ball is deep. Ball 1. Hits it high. Jim Woods going back deep. Off the fence. That scores Cleland easily. He's standing in at 2nd base with a double off the fence. That was about 3 or 4 feet away from being a 2-run home run. So it's a 5-3 ball game now. This brings up Jay Royale. McMillan's pitch. Swings at the first pitch, a chopper to LeBombard. LeBombard throw to first. Safe! Oh! Whoa! This angle, he looked out. But umpire's ruling is going to count. A lot of pressure on the umpires. Big game for them too, I'm sure. LaValle stepping to the plate now. Runners on first and third. McMillan's pitch on its way. With ball 1. Ball 2. Up the middle, that's going to score a run. So that play at first is going to play a part in this game. 6-3 is the score. Danny Caron, the batter. Pitch from McMillan. Base hit. That's going to be in the gap. Davison picks it up. 2 runs are going to score. We have an 8-3 ball game. So if Dick Van Heusen's prediction of 8-7 ball game holds true, Rigsbee is going to win because they've got their 8 runs. So a big hit. Rigsbee's coming alive here in the top of the 6th inning. This will bring up Al Facette. He is the 10th batter to step in here in this inning. There are 2 outs. Time is 10:05. Rigsbee's having some kind of discussion with the umpire. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Batter steps out. Temperature dropping. It's getting colder out here, folks. Hit to Jim Woods. He grabs it, one hands it. So this will bring up the Beaumont in the bottom of the 6th inning. A big inning for Rigsbee's. I believe they've scored 6 times there. I'll check and see. I believe the score is now 8-3. John Babby checked the score for me, and it is indeed 8-3. Gary Bores. He's the team leadoff man. He's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He looks at, I believe, strike 1. Hit to left field, should be caught. There's 1 down. This will bring up Randy Davison. The Beaumont is going to do what they've got to get it from the top of their lineup. They got to get something going at the top. There's hitters all through here, but it's discouraging when the top of your lineup doesn't come through for you, especially when you're down 8-3. Pitch from Karen on its way. A little outside for ball one. It's 10:08, folks. I'm still assuming I can get this back in time for 11 o'clock showing. Center field. 2 outs. This will bring up Jim Davison, the number 3 hitter. 2 down. The Beaumont awfully quiet. They've been quiet for the last 3-4 innings. And Rigsbee scoring 6 times in the top of this inning didn't do much to cheer them up. Pitch to Davison, swings at the first pitch. Hits in there for a base hit. 2 outs. Runner on first. Dan Phillips coming to the plate. How these guys can be out here in just their t-shirts is beyond me. But they are. Trying to move over here to get Phillips in view. First pitch to Phillips, swings, hits it hard to Facette. To Cleland. Cleland will go to second. Cleland plays a deep shortstop. The team is fired up. We're now to the top of the 7th. Rigsbee's leading 8-3. We got people here from everywhere watching the ball game. The first baseman, Gary Facette, going to lead off the 7th inning. Time is 10:11. Pops it up. LeBombard grabs it. Randy LeBombard has played one heck of a game at second base tonight. Win or lose, he can hold his head high. This will bring up Real, Mark Real, the leadoff hitter, hits it to the left side. And as Phillips gives it a try, but not quite good enough.
Good shot, Marky, good shot. Bring her in now. Bring her in now.
Real, Mark Real, the leadoff man, he likes to go to the opposite field. We've seen him put a couple down that line like that. McMillan going to clean the ball off. Got his ball all dirty. And it's getting colder out here, folks. Pitch is deep. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Have 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Hit the center field. Jim Woods squeezes it. That's 2 down. Let's bring up Foster. Pitch from McMillan. He swings at the first pitch, hits it high, should be caught. Danny Trombley settling under it. This will take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. With the score, Rigsbee's 8, Beaumont 3. Dale Cardin set to lead things off. The last stand for the Bull Mart. This Rigsbee's team, familiar to a lot of people as the old Hess team, one of the dominant clubs in the Gentlemen's Slow Pitch League.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go!
Well, Dale Cardan at 10-16 is going to step in here. Beaumont with their backs to the wall. But a big hill to climb against a good defensive club. Pitch to Cardan. One ball. Second pitch on its way. Cardan hits, knocks back to Karen. Karen knocks it down over to first. We have one out. A hard line shot right at Danny Karen. Karen knocked it down and stuck with the play. One of those that sometimes a ball will bounce off the pitcher like that and go through for a hit. That one there, Karen knocked it down and it stayed right at his feet. He was able to pick it up and throw Cardan out at first. This will bring up Randy Bird LaBombard, the second baseman. He's had a heck of a glove game tonight. Made some spectacular plays at second base. Two balls and no strikes. Strike, 2 balls and a strike. Popped up behind third base. Third baseman back. And there's 2 down. And Pete McMillan representing the final hope. The Beaumont, who led through the first 5 innings. They find themselves down by 3 here. With 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th inning. Time is about 10:17.
Let's go, baby, one more! One more!
Karen set, here's the pitch. McMillan swings at the first one. Knocked down by third baseman, a long throw to first. He's going to be out. He was out. Wait.
You want the time in the middle? Throw him, Eagles!
So, home plate umpire says he pulled his foot off the bag. So McMillan standing there at first base now. He tried to run to second. He was tagged, but home plate umpire had called time. So Danny Trombley will step in now. Beaumont has a break, but with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to take more than a break like that to get him through here. Danny Trombley now represents the final hope. Swings at the first pitch. It's out of play. Strike 1. Time is 10:19 now. Runs up on hits the center field. It's going to be in there. That'll be for 2 bases. McMillan stays at third. He's not going to take any chances. He knows his run is meaningless. His run is meaningless in an 8-3 ball game. So Jim Woods is now the last hope. This is the third last hope. The Beaumont is sent to the plate. Trombley with a double. And is now on second and third. Pitch to Jim Woods. Swings at the first pitch. Slow roller is going to be foul. Time is 10:20. Second pitch. Foul. That's all the foul balls he's allowed. That's 2 foul balls. He's got to hit the next one in fair territory or he'll be out. It's been a good game. An exciting game. Gail Van Heusen getting into the act. Came all the way from Russell's Point to watch this game. A no ball, 2-strike pitch to Woods. And it's caught in left center field. Now be the ball game. Final score here at South Acres. Rigsbee's auction 8. Beaumont 3.
Good job, Riggers. Good job, Riggers.